overall, the funding for choice is inadequate. Private schools such as us are getting really and truly a fraction of what public schools are getting, even though perhaps we're educating the same neighborhood student, and I would argue even with better outcomes.
99% of our students are here with us on choice. The gap that we have in funding is close to 1.5 million from our cost of educating to the cost of the money that we're getting from choice.
Our cost per student's a little over $12,000, and obviously the voucher is $9,000. So that leaves a $3,000 gap for every student that we serve through those programs.
Our position is getting very difficult to compete with that 40% gap. I can't compete at $9,000 against $15,000.
It's absolutely critical for that voucher amount to go up. If it doesn't, it's going to force schools like ours to cap enrollment.
With the money remaining the way it is going to be painful, and things are going to have to be cut.
And so we're going to be in a spot where we're going to have to limit enrollment for our freshmen this year, probably. We could be cutting 20 seats, 30 seats based on, the current numbers if they keep trending the way they're trending.
We're likely to cap where we're at about 500, and I'm sure we could serve 600 if we had more predictable and accessible staffing levels.
All of our time is spent trying to fund the gap. So we're really good at cutting and deferring, in terms of managing our budget.
We have aging facilities that we have to continuously take care of. Right now, we have about $20 million worth of identified facility improvements that we have in our strategic plan, both at the high school and grade school levels. Obviously, raising $20 million outside of our normal operating costs is a huge challenge for us.
We don't have the ability to propose referendums for facility needs as our public school counterparts do. And as a result, we have needs in our facilities that we rely on private donors or fundraising to ensure the safety and the good learning environment of our students.
We have 200 kids on a waiting list. We need a new space. We have the property to do it. We need to build a building. We can't run a referendum for the city and see if we can make $15 million. We have to raise that money all on our own. But obviously it would be helpful to have additional funds.
So the biggest crunch comes when we don't have sufficient revenues to meet costs. It comes out of the pockets of our faculty and our staff. It means that we're not able to pay teachers, secretaries, custodians, administrators, a wage that is equal to what they would get in a public school district.
There's a disparity in pay between public and private counterparts. Right now, our grade system pays about 85% of what perhaps a public school teacher may receive and make.
We had double the loss of teachers this summer than we normally have. We lost 27 people this summer.
We have about a 26% turnover rate every year, which definitely interrupts the education flow. Not only do we lose them lose them each year at the end of the year, but we also have a very difficult time competing up front with being able to attract especially young teachers coming in and holding on to them.
Every year we're looking at how do we make up the $250,000 gap from what we want to pay our teachers to what comes in. And so we way overspend the choice amount and try to fundraise the rest.
Our growing population is among young Hispanic families, but it's become evident that we need more resources to help these students. Many of these students are English language learners. When I looked at the budget we just put together, we can't add any staff at this point. There just isn't any room to do that.
We want to be able to give our teacher raises, right? If you look at the cost of living, that's increasing. And if we can't get additional money out of the choice program, how are we supposed to afford to pay our teachers more? What's going to happen? They're going to have to leave. And again, who hurts? The students get hurt.
parents in Wisconsin and truly parents across the nation know their children best, right? Let's allow them to determine what homes they live in, where they worship. Let's allow them to determine what family purchases they make, and of course, what schools are best for their children. Let's help our Wisconsin families by supporting those choices, including educational choice, and fund it at a level where we're really truly looking at each individual child and investing child by child.